The Flying Horses Carousel in Martha's Vineyard is one of the most historic amusement rides in the world. This attraction is the oldest operating platform carousel in America and has been named a National Historic Landmark ever since 1987. And most importantly, it is one of the rare carousels where riders can still reach for the brass rings. Find out why this ride should be on any carousel lover's radar in this review. The carousel as we know it was developed in the 1880s, and the Flying Horses Carousel is one of the first. But it didn't originally open on Martha's Vineyard. It originally opened in 1876 at Coney Island. This carousel is built by Charles W. F. Dare, and it's one of two carousels from his company still remaining. The other is located nearby in Westerly, Rhode Island, and it's also called the Flying Horses Carousel. That one also has brass rings, and it's also a National Historic Landmark, but that one has a much different setup. Those horses are suspended from the ceiling by chains, and for this reason, it's off limits to adults. But back to the one at Martha's Vineyard. In 1884, the carousel was moved to Massachusetts, more specifically to Martha's Vineyard. It was placed near Oaks Bluff Harbor, but it was moved to its current location in downtown Oaks Bluff in 1889. This carousel isn't part of any amusement park. It's a standalone attraction that operates independently. The ride was owned by a series of business owners before being acquired by the Martha's Vineyard Land Trust in 1986, which helped ensure the long-term stability of the attraction. This carousel is in great condition. The horses and benches are beautiful. There's a 1923 Wurlitzer band organ, and it's one of roughly 14 carousels in the US that still allow riders to reach for the brass rings. Plus, this ride's mechanical system was completely refurbished in the 1980s. Today, the carousel is powered by an electric motor, but it ran on steam in its first 2 decades of operation. Unlike most carousels that have a circular pavilion, the building housing the Flying Horses Carousel is more reminiscent of a house or a barn. While some of the buildings adjacent to the carousel may look run down, the carousel's building looks quite nice, and it has a big sign on it to draw people in. The hours for this carousel can vary wildly, and I strongly recommend checking the ride's website. The carousel opens Memorial Day weekend, and it operates until a few weeks after Labor Day. The carousel operates 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily in the middle of summer, but it has reduced days and hours towards the start and end of the season. As of 2021, tickets cost $3.50 per ride. And if you catch that brass ring, you can get a free re-ride. The carousel's platform is smaller than most carousels. It's just 36 feet or 11 meters in diameter, and as a result, it has less horses. This carousel has a unique setup. All of the horses are stationary, none go up and down. And there are 2 ring dispensers, one for the outside horses and one for the inside horses. Even though it's entirely possible for a grown adult to reach both dispensers, you're only supposed to grab the one for your respective horse. When I saw someone go for both, the employee started to block the opposite dispenser from them. However, it's possible to get multiple rings per pass on your designated dispenser if you're coordinated because of the position of the dispenser and how quickly it reloads. I saw quite a few people doing this to maximize their odds of grabbing the brass ring, and I did too. From what I saw, the brass ring tends to be the last one placed in the dispenser. Now I know it's a simple gimmick reaching for the brass ring, but this little challenge is fun. I like how you basically win a prize in each rotation. Combine that with the classic and clear music being pumped into the building, and this ride is pure bliss. You also get a fairly long cycle, so you definitely get your money's worth. So what would I rate the Flying Horses Carousel? This attraction gets a perfect 10 out of 10 from me. It is one of the world's best carousels between its historic nature, how well it's maintained, and the ring dispenser. The latter makes any carousel a must-ride for me. This attraction is a must if you ever find yourself in Martha's Vineyard, and die-hard carousel lovers should definitely try to seek it out. The only carousels I've ridden that I personally prefer are the Grand Carousel at Knoebels and the carousel at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. These ones have many of the same features as the Flying Horses Carousel, except those rides are a little larger and grander. But there's still something to be said about the quaint local feel of this one. So those are my thoughts on the Flying Horses Carousel in Martha's Vineyard. What are your thoughts on this attraction? Do you love brass ring carousels as much as me? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.